She thought she ruined someone's luxury car, and all she could do was leave a shaky little note. But what she didn't know, that note would lead her to a millionaire, a man with a broken dream, and together, they'd change each other's lives forever. This is not just a story about a scratch on a car. It's about honesty, fate, and second chances. Let's dip into the story. It was supposed to be just another Monday morning. Emma, a shy university student, pedaled her bicycle down the sleek, empty streets of the business district. As she rounded a corner, distracted by a buzzing phone in her pocket, her handlebar grazed a parked black luxury car, leaving a thin but visible scratch on the hood. Panic washed over her. This wasn't just any car. It was a brand new Audi, shining like a mirror in the morning sun. She could have left. There were no witnesses. But Emma's heart wouldn't let her. With trembling hands, she reached into her bag, tore a piece of paper from her notebook, and scribbled, "I accidentally scratched your car. I'm really sorry. I don't have much, but I'll pay for the repair. Here's my number, Emma." She placed it under the windshield wiper and rode away, her stomach in knots. Several floors above the street, in a high-rise office overlooking the city, 34-year-old Daniel Carter stared blankly out the window. Once a tech prodigy, Daniel had built a company from nothing, a startup that became worth millions. But despite his fortune, his eyes held the weight of loss. A year ago, his younger brother and business partner had passed away unexpectedly. Since then, Daniel had withdrawn, showing up at the office in a suit, but hardly working. His empire was intact, but his dreams felt broken. At lunch, one of his assistants handed him a small note. "This was on your car this morning." He unfolded it slowly. A few words, shaky handwriting, and a name, Emma. He blinked, surprised. No one had touched his car. He went down to check, and there it was. A faint scratch. But what held his attention wasn't the damage. It was the honesty in those few written words. He smiled for the first time in months. Later that evening, Emma's phone rang. "Hi, is this Emma?" "This is Daniel, the owner of the car." Emma froze. Her heart raced. "I am really sorry. I can pay for the damage, I promise. Just give me time." But Daniel interrupted, softly. "I'm not calling for money. I just wanted to thank you for being honest." Emma didn't know what to say. No one ever called to thank her. Daniel continued, "Can I buy you coffee sometime? It's rare to meet people like you." Suspicious and nervous, Emma hesitated. But something about his calm voice convinced her. "Okay, I guess." They met 2 days later at a quiet cafe. Emma wore her only nice shirt. Daniel, despite being a millionaire, showed up in casual clothes, smiling gently. Their conversation flowed surprisingly well. Books, dreams, struggles. Emma shared how she worked part-time jobs, barely making rent. Daniel, in turn, spoke of his grief, his burnout, and how her note reminded him of something he'd lost: hope. That coffee turned into weekly meetings. Daniel started inviting Emma to events, not lavish parties, but tech meetups, book readings, and walks in the park. Slowly, Emma's confidence grew. She began asking questions, offering ideas, and eventually admitted she wanted to launch a small eco-friendly stationery business, but didn't know where to start. Daniel listened. One day, he brought her a box. Inside were customized notebooks, samples, and a starter kit. "For your dream," he said. Emma was overwhelmed. "But I can't accept this. I haven't earned it." Daniel looked at her, his voice steady. "You earned this the moment you left that note. You reminded me what integrity looks like. You inspired me to dream again." With his guidance, Emma launched her small online shop. Orders trickled in, then flooded. Within months, she had her first viral product, a planner made from recycled paper and plant-based ink. A year later, Emma stood beside Daniel at a charity event. This time, not as a guest, but as a speaker. She told her story. How a simple scratch led to a note, a meeting, a friendship, and a second chance for them both. "Sometimes," she said, "one honest action opens doors you never knew existed. I thought I was just doing the right thing. I didn't know I was about to meet someone who'd change my life, and let me change his." The audience gave a standing ovation. Daniel, now smiling more often, had invested in multiple small startups, all run by young dreamers like Emma. He wasn't just rich in money anymore. He was rich in purpose. And Emma? She never looked at her old bicycle the same way again. It all started with a scratch and a note. Sometimes, doing the right thing doesn't just make you a better person, it opens doors you never expected. Emma's small act of honesty changed 2 lives, hers and a broken millionaire's. What would you have done in her place? Let us know in the comments below. If this story moved you, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe for more inspiring tales, and hit that bell so you never miss a moment that could change everything. Thanks for watching, and remember, kindness always finds its way back.